Um, do you want to start then by just doing a recap of your DA?
Sure. So my DA was Solari, which was an Instagram and TikTok focusing on sharing silver clay jewelry, and then now looking to share crochet as well. That's pretty much it.
My Instagram was the Charlie's Closet, which is about sourcing ethical and sustainable clothing, and like secondhand fashion choices.
My DA was my Instagram page, which is like an influencer page, but I wanted to change my niche, and my main goal was to attract an Australian audience.
Lovely.
So did you guys have like a piece of content that worked the best throughout your DA? Or like you found worked the best with like getting the audience you wanted?
Yeah, I would probably say like reels work the best for me, and I've found that when people like first viewed my Instagram page, the first thing they would look at was the reels
Yeah.
compared to like story highlights, which I think I focused a bit too much attention on in the first few weeks was doing stories. So the last couple weeks I've been trying to do more like reels.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I feel like reels do work well with, especially if you have like a smaller account and are trying to build it.
Yeah, and I think there's more like hope that they can pop up
Yeah,
on the main
gains a bit
page,
more like
main feed.
traction.
Yeah, what about you guys?
Yeah,
Yeah, same and also like a specific type of content for me, which was the week in my life vlogs.
Yeah.
So I stuck to that. But I did kind of branch out a little bit, and it definitely showed like it was not attracting the right audience. So it's like I had to stick to one thing if
yeah,
I want to reach my goal. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So using like that feedback that of those reels doing well, so that kind of like shapes the
Yeah.
next steps and stuff.
Checking analytics, like
Yeah.
always. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, nice.
Did you guys like have any major changes in the last couple weeks? Compared to or any time compared to when you first started
Mm,
your DA that you thought was like unexpected or
Well, yeah, I had the struggle of silver clay becoming like a bit expensive, and I was just like so busy and obviously putting my money elsewhere, so it was kind of hard to get material for it.
yeah, for
So then
sure.
I tried like making like a little crochet one because my friend wanted a custom hat thing, and that actually was did the best on TikTok, which I thought like
Yeah,
I was stressing about, which I thought it wasn't going to do that well, but I feel like it did work, and like I wasn't thinking about it too much.
Yeah, sometimes it's the most unexpected videos, like the sometimes it's like the least effort videos that go viral or like do
Yeah,
better.
for sure.
Yeah.
Which that one had the best, like, the most people saved, and that because it was kind of like more for what you'd wear to a festival, and I feel like thinking about like the season we're in, kind of like when all the gigs are on and everything.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that kind of helped. So looking at like that sort of audience, and then my friends were asking too. So I think
yeah. That's
when doing like DAs and trying to evolve them, I think like my friends helped the most because they were the type of audience that I was trying to like get as well, like that those sort of people. So then knowing what they wanted kind of helped me branch out to see like what a wider audience would want.
yeah, that's helpful to have that direct feedback. Like
Yeah.
you can just ask them because they're literally like your target audience.
Yeah,
What was
exactly.
the style of video that you did on TikTok? Was it like how to make it or just showing
The title, I think I um just use like crochet like a crochet cap sort of thing, and just like added like perfect for festivals.
Yeah, that's good.
I feel like that probably helped. And like looking into what people like search in the search bars and stuff.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
especially for TikTok, because I feel like a
Yeah.
lot of people do their research on TikTok.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like a lot of after our first assignment and losing like a little bit of motivation and just like not having a lot of time, like doing the research of more of what people in like my audience would be looking for help to like figure out, then to try and like tailor my posts to that, if that makes sense.
And how's the framing going?
Mine's like getting there. I definitely like from my feedback from last assignment, I need to be a bit more specific, I think, with my framework, which I find hard to do, especially when it's like obviously research based. So I think spending the next couple of days pretty much just doing that for my contextual report, just getting a bit more specific with it in relation to
Mhm.
my day.
Yeah.
I think I kind of had a similar issue, like in the beginning. For my feedback, it was that I had made my research like very personal. Like I would always link it back to me, like almost too much, instead of looking
Okay.
at the bigger picture. Yeah. So
Yeah.
now I've been more like no bias kind of
Yeah.
research.
More of
Yeah.
like focusing on the systematic change part.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Yeah, that was my feedback. Like I was just more thinking about only looking at like linking it to the framework on like the digital shifts like right now. So not really thinking over the next few decades of like the shifts and everything.
Mm,
Yeah. Yeah, he
But
said in my feedback to like consider more of like real life problems, like cost of living
yeah.
and that type of thing,
Yeah, and
which I
like
think is like really good feedback to take on board.
yeah, for sure. And then even like think about all the emerging technologies and stuff and how that like affects what we would be doing.
Yeah. And
Mm.
also like what it's gonna look like in the future, which I literally
Yeah.
didn't even consider, which I probably should have, but
Yeah.
which is good
Yeah,
about
I
now.
feel
But
like
like obviously environmental like sustainability is
yeah.
like all about the future.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah, and I think it definitely does help thinking about where you want it to go, like, because I definitely want to keep doing my DA after or like with the jewelry, like thinking
mhm.
about ways to expand it
Yeah,
uh,
for sure.
through a business lens and stuff.
That would be good. There'd probably be a little bit less pressure on like the research
Yeah,
part of it. Focus on the content.
yeah, for sure. But I think definitely looking at the research like does help because I suppose if you want to build something, you do have to kind of think of the longevity of it and then especially with all the different how to like use the changing technology to your advantage and like the sustainability and everything,
Yeah.
like adapting to all of that.
My
Um,
research actually kind of made me less like I wanted to keep doing this
oh, really?
because yeah, because I did some research on like algorithms and like basically it's very like um kind of shady. Like we don't really know how the algorithm works. Like we're just at the whims of the algorithm. So you just have to do everything to try and like win the algorithm basically. And that kind of was just like, oh yeah, you're right. Because everything I do is kind of for the algorithm, maybe not for like my creativity or like expression.
Yeah,
So that kind of made me start thinking about my like interests and like my future with the internet. Like I'm just like, I don't know if I
yeah,
want to live like that, you know?
yeah, true. It definitely gets you thinking.
Do you reckon
Yeah.
it kind of took away from your content being more authentic, like, because you were trying to, like,
Yeah,
beat the
for
algorithm?
sure. I kind of felt trapped actually because I was like, I need to do exactly this type of content for this specific goal. But like, if
Yeah.
I do anything even a little bit different, it's like it's gone. Like, and that's, I don't know, I
Yeah.
don't really like that. Yeah.
It would really make you lose motivation and inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you think it's been different to like your previous DAs, like the whole process and like looking at analytics and maybe like taking the feedback and changing stuff?
I think previously, like, when I first started DAs, I was so confused, like,
Yeah.
what it was. Like, it took me so long to wrap my head around, like, the fact that it's pretty much just, like, an online, like, presence or platform,
Yeah.
and, like, doing research based around that in uni, like, if that makes sense, like,
Yeah.
actually wrapping my head around it.
Wrap it around
But
it.
I think, like, because I continued on from last, subject that we did a DA,
Okay,
it
so
was
you
better
yeah,
for
you
me to
continued
further
that.
understand, like, my actual DA and what I wanted to get out of it.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, I feel like my previous DAs, like I feel like I didn't take them as serious and they were just kind of like just there to do it. And I feel like I didn't really make much progress with it. But choosing something that I wanted to do and then looking at what like my friends wanted in like that sort of sense of like the making accessories for them. I think that helped me to like do better
Yeah,
and yeah, make me think, and then also researching a little bit helps to like make you think more about your DA and why you're doing it.
yeah, I think the framework has really helped me, like, find better meaning behind my DA.
Yeah.
Like, I'm always doing it for sustainability, but, like, forming my framework, I'm more like, "Oh, like, this actually matters and, like, matters for the
Yeah.
future."
Well, I feel like I also focus a lot more about like what I wanted to do rather than like looking at what benefit my DA could have for other people. But then also you have to have like a balance of like what you want to do and what
Yeah,
yours. So it's like
exactly.
you have to find like a good um yeah.
I've been doing the same DA since like first year.
Oh, true.
But yeah, it's kind of crazy though, because like in the beginning, like my first year, I think for Instagram, I had like maybe like 1,000 followers, and now I'm at like 130. So
Yeah,
that's
wow.
crazy. Yeah, that's really crazy to like think about. But
Compare it.
yeah, but like in the beginning, I had no idea what I was doing. And I was definitely just trying to go viral. I'm like, anything, please.
Yeah.
And now I'm so much more intentional, like with my content. So yeah.
Do you think like doing all the sort of research on the side of it and like
hmm
linking it to more things rather than just like say you're just someone outside of uni just doing it. Do you think that's helped you grow it?
Uh, I don't think it's helped me
No. Yeah,
grow
okay.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think actually I've lost followers.
Right,
So,
okay.
uh, yeah, because I also kind of expected it with changing my niche because it's
Yeah.
yeah, but I just feel like it's stagnant right now. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Have you made like any like sort of written down things on how to figure out how to make it not stagnant or like for the future? Like ways you want to try and progress it or
Um, well, I haven't really. I think I've shifted my focus from growing my page and like shifted it to like getting a better audience or like
yeah.
an
Yeah, okay.
Australian audience basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for doing those kind of things, again, I just look at analytics and then
Yeah.
do the content that does well with the Australian audience.
Yeah.
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 Would you guys change, like, do anything you wish differently or that you wish you changed before starting this semester?
Um, I think maybe doing more research into what my audience would like and not being as scared to post things, because that was another thing.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But and yeah, better scheduling, better like reflecting and planning, but also not to think too much into it and just do it.
Yeah, I think, like, not being scared to post would be one for me as well.
Yeah.
And I wish I actually made my, like, continued on TikTok rather than changing over to Instagram, because
Yeah, okay.
I think it's just so much easier to get engagement on TikTok
Yeah.
rather than Instagram.
Yeah, I
But then
definitely
again, like, obviously has so many more elements, like, you can do stories and reels
yeah,
and posts, but
yeah, definitely. Like, I feel like with stories, if you have a good audience as well, you can get, like, proper live feedback and, like, you could use polls
yeah,
and stuff.
I just think it's so much harder when you're trying to build
Build it.
and
Yeah.
yeah.
Have you thought about doing like both, like Instagram and TikTok?
Yeah, if I'm to continue my DA, I would definitely do both. Um, I definitely think I could probably post my reels on TikTok because kind of similar, but yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think you can always transfer it over.
Yeah, for sure.
I think also like TikTok has like a separate app where you can schedule posts as well,
Oh,
because
right.
I feel like that makes life so much more easier.
Yeah, I reckon that would be very helpful for me because I just kind of procrastinate and like lose motivation for creativity. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
yeah, like I just always am like, I don't know if people are gonna like this video, or I get scared to post it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's always, it's hard not to be like that.
Yeah.
Mhm. After like the feedback and the second half of like our DAs, what would be something that you guys would tell other students or like yeah, for the whole sort of DA experience?
Um, I'd probably just say to like create something that you're actually interested in. I
Yeah.
think when I first started the DA, like back in first year, I was very concerned with like what the teacher would want to see, or like
Yeah.
what is going to get me marks rather than something that I'm passionate about. So, like, I think in my first year, I did something like really random that I thought would just like meet the criteria and get marks, but and I changed over to something that I like, the sustainable fashion that I was actually passionate about and could make content, and then I literally got better marks because I was excited about it.
Yeah, for sure. What
What
about
about you
you?
guys?
I think definitely time management is like super important with content, I feel. Even just like with for this course we had to do those Discord posts. I would be like I think always doing like a backlog or something like that because I'd just forget or yeah. So definitely time management is like a great skill to have. Even like posting like content, like there have been weeks where I just didn't post because I don't know, I just lost motivation or whatever it is. But I think scheduling posts definitely helps with that. So you can just relax for a bit.
Yeah.
And with the Discord posts, also keeping like maybe like a draft or something, so then you can just post it when it's time. Like that
Yeah.
feels like a better thing to do. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would honestly just
Yeah.
say, like, remembering to, like, look at analytics and, reflecting, and then also to not be scared if, like, you do lose motivation, and that it's fine to, like, change and, like, change your DA a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's good to, like, deviate from, like, original ideas and grow from there.
Yeah, and just being, like, transparent about it all as well is always good, and definitely looking into the future helps.
Yeah, for sure.